loves, it's Ariel, and for today's Makeup Monday, I'll be sharing with you guys my first impression on the Pixar and Ulta Beauty collaboration. I think there's one or two more palettes in this collection. It came with some different things. I'll put up a picture so you guys can see, but I'm going to be sharing with you guys my first impression on the Friends Are Fish Not Food palette and the You've Got a Friend in Me palette. If you guys are new, make sure that you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to like, comment, turn on those post notifications so you guys can become a part of my hashtag Quick Love Gang. Also, if you guys aren't following your girl on any of her socials, make sure that you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. So guys, we're just gonna go ahead and get straight into this. I did do the looks already. I went ahead and I did two separate looks. On my left eye, I have on the Fish Are Friends Not Food palette, and then I have on the You've Got a Friend in Me on my right eye. I decided to do two different looks so I can see what both of the palettes were working with, instead of just doing like the same eye and mixing all of the shades. I wanted to really utilize both of these palettes. Starting off with the packaging, let's go ahead and start looking at the Fishes Are Friends Not Food palette. I really love the packaging of this, y'all. It looks like Nemo and Dory are on this palette, and I'm pretty sure that this palette was inspired by Finding Nemo and Dory. I really love the packaging here and how fun it looks. It also comes with a mirror in here, and then these shades in the palette. There's a range. You can do more of like a dramatic look. You have a black, then you can do more of like those neutral natural shades with your browns and tan shades, and then you can also get a little bit fun with the look. You have some shimmers in here, you have a blue, you have a yellow. So this looks like a very versatile palette. The back of this palette says, grab your friends and celebrate the power and beauty of friendship through this exclusive collaboration with Disney and Pixar. So like I said, the packaging is just so fun. A Friend in Me, you guys already know, Toy Story. There's Woody, there's Buzz Lightyear on here, there's like stars on here, you know, Sheriff. So this palette is really fun as well. And the packaging, as you guys can see, it's blue, and the back of the eyeshadow palette just says the same exact thing as the other one about grabbing your friends. When you open this palette up, it also comes with a really nice huge mirror in here, and as you guys can see, this palette is more of like a neutrals palette. You do have a pop of color here and here with, you know, like with a shimmer purple and a shimmer green, but other than that, this palette is really neutral in my opinion. More of those neutral looks. You probably can do some more dramatic things, but this shade right here is just a really deep brown. So the palette had like that one black shade, but as you guys can see, you can do more of a little dramatic look if you use these two, but this is very much natural. A little clear covering. And on the Fish Are Friends Not Food palette, it came with like a cute little seashell and like the little fish. On the other one, there's a little spaceship, and I'm gonna bring it closer because look how adorable this is, you guys. There's the little shoe and it says Andy, so I really love that. Going ahead and do some swatches, and then you guys get to go on ahead and see how I got this look. P. Sherman, Wallaby Way, Sea Cucumber, Anemones, Sydney, Squishy, Mr. Grumpy Gills, Natural Blue, Hold My Fin, Half Full, Clownfish, Dark and Mysterious. Woody, Howdy Partner, Space Ranger, Star Command, Yeehaw, Bullseye, Buzz Lightyear, Sector 12, Andy, Favorite Deputy, Nesbit. Finally, we have Morph. All of the shades between both palettes, some of those brown shades kind of look like they could be like repeated shades. just with different names, are really similar to each other. And as you guys can see, we have those shimmers are really pretty. I will say I really like how they put the names of the shades in the palettes dealing with things from the movie and the actual characters. So I really do like that. So I'm gonna go on ahead and start off with the fish are friends not food, and I'm gonna do that on my left eye. Then after that, I'm going to go in with the You've Got a Friend in Me palette. I'm gonna do that on the right eye. I'm gonna go in with Mr. Grumpy Gills as a transition shade. This is a very neutral shade in the palette. Kind of just blends in with my skin, if we're being completely honest. So I'm gonna go in with like this black shade in the palette called Dark and Mysterious. And let's put that in the outer corner. Just kind of blend that out good. This seems like a really nice matte black shade. Sydney, just like a pretty matte yellow. Let's see what this one is working with, because sometimes those yellow shades can be really tricky. And let's just apply that here. So this looks like a really pale yellow shade, like a pastel yellow. Definitely see that yellow, but it is for sure more of that pale pastel yellow. Shade called Natural Blue. Middle part here. Okay, I really like that. That's really pretty. Okay, I really like that. Upward and kind of just move it up. I still want you to be able to see a bit of that yellow though. So I think I'm gonna do this eye more of like a dark eye, and then do this eye more like a brighter eye. Next, I'm gonna go in with this glittery silver shade called Sea Cucumber. And I'm going to, it's kind of like almost like a silver champagne-y color. And I'm gonna apply that. The look and the colors that I decided to use for it, and just kind of making it into like a deeper dark look. All right guys, so this eye is now done. I will be going back in and adding my mascara towards the end. I'm not gonna add an eyeliner to this eye because I did use that black shade out of the palette as a liner, and I really like how it turned out. Now I'm gonna go on ahead and do the other eye. Do the You've Got a Friend in Me palette on the right eye. This eye kind of reminds me of like a fishtail, the way that I did it and the colors that I used. You know, I really like that this palette stuck to colors dealing with like the sea and like some of the actual character, Finding Nemo and Dory and all of that. I really like that about that, where it's kind of like an all shimmer eye almost, and they wing it out. Nice bright eye. I want to try to do something like that. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Buzz Lightyear, and that's like a really pretty shimmer green shade. I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid. Oh, that's really pretty. I really like that. There's hardly any fallout at all, which is really surprising, especially when it comes to like shimmer shades. They are pretty much, you know, known to have like that fallout, you know what I mean? I think I want to wing this eye out a bit. Now wing this one out, but not as dramatic. I kind of want to do this one a little bit more dramatic. And then I'm going to easily clean that up in the crease in a bit, because I'm going to use one of the shades in the palette to like kind of just bring that over it. It's like medium brown shade right here in the palette called Woody. In the crease area, and just kind of clean that up a bit. And with the shade called Howdy Partner, which is like a shimmery bronzy shade. All right guys, so I zoomed you guys in so you guys can see a little bit better me applying that shade to the inner corner, and then like a little bit on the lid, but just kind of stopping it like right there. This is a really pretty shade. We'll end with like this glittery purple shade called Morph. So you guys can see right here. Just add that on the lower lash line. It is a darker, deeper shade, but it's not like doing it on the entire lid. So I'm gonna go ahead, go off camera and apply mascara. I already have on like my foundation and blush and stuff. I'll also share with you guys like those products that I use, all of that in the description box. If you're interested in that. Here's the products that I use. Like I said, it'll all be in the description box as well. So I went in with my Black Radiance BB cream. This is in the shade Honey Amber. For blush, I used the AOA Studios blush. This is in the shade Auburn. Then for highlight, I went in with my e.l.f. highlighter. This is in the shade Cloud. It is a jelly highlighter. Mascara, I applied my Paris Hilton Mega Mascara. So overall, I really think that Ulta Pixar collaboration with these two palettes, it's a really good job with it. I really love how fun the packaging looks, and they both come with mirrors. I don't want to blind y'all, but they both come with mirrors in the palette. Just my personal preferences, because y'all know I love doing vibrant, colorful looks. I do wish that these palettes had more shades in here, instead, like more brighter shades in here than a bunch of neutrals in here. But I really do think that the shimmers in these palettes are really beautiful. They apply nicely. There was literally no fallout with any of the shades, which was a plus. I really like how they have the names on the packaging, like I said in the beginning. Now this yellow shade in here, it's not a vibrant yellow shade. It's more of like a pale pastel shade, but it's not patchy at all. So I like that it's not patchy, but I do wish that that yellow shade was a little bit more bright and vibrant. To choose which palette was my favorite out of both of these, I would probably choose our Friends Not Food palette, just because there's more colors in this palette. Don't get me wrong, I really love that green shade in the other palette. Green shade in that other palette is really beautiful. Y'all know how much I love green, but other than the green and that glittery purple shade, there's not really too much colors in it compared to this. You get purple, you get yellow, you get blue. Like, you have some colors you can work with. You even get black. So go ahead and let me know in the comments below which eye look you guys think turned out the best, or which one you liked better. Also, let me know which palette you liked better. Was the look that I did, was it the same palette that you liked? Like, you liked how one applied but you like the other palette better because of the colors in it or whatever. And let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. But that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Follow me on my socials. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Do this all the time. This ain't no surprise. Every other night I know the movie getting mad.